Dr. Felges, thank you for joining us here today. As you know, the 2017 Trump Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, under President Trump, opened the Arctic refuge to oil and gas development and mandated 2 lease sales on the refuge's coastal plain, an area known to the Gwich'in people as, quote, the sacred place where life begins. The revenues from drilling in the Arctic refuge were included in that bill as an offset for slashing taxes for corporations and high wealth Americans. And so in order to quote unquote pay for all of these tax cuts for the rich, the then Republican majority said, in order to pay for this and offset it, we know exactly what we're going to do. We are going to sell oil and gas leases on the Arctic refuge, which has historically always been protected land. And that will cover the bill. At the time, Senator Murkowski touted that opening the refuge to the extraction will, quote, generate tens of billions of dollars in revenue for the United States government. Leave carbon emissions aside, leave the destruction of this precious land aside. This was going to be a moneymaker in terms of oil and gas. Dr. Felges, can you confirm how much revenue the Arctic Refuge Oil and Gas Program has generated for the federal government compared to the original estimate?
So the federal government received about $6 million from that sale.
About $6 million. That's still less than 1% of the CBO estimates that the then Republican majority said would pay for all of these tax cuts for the wealthy. Because a couple years ago, we had enormous tax cuts for the wealthy, writing off private jets and yachts and giveaways. And it was going to be paid for by oil and gas leases that were supposed to be, as Senator Murkowski said, in the tens of billions of dollars. And what we're hearing today is about 6 million of that has been covered. I'm correct in putting those pieces of information?
That is correct.
And so for all of our folks that have a lot to say about fiscal responsibility, this is a debt that has been left unpaid. And when we talk about having to take EBT away, WIC away, people's health care away, perhaps the thing that we should be taking away are a lot of these goodies and giveaways to the wealthiest people in our society when we said that these bills were going to be paid, and 5 years on, 6 years on, they've been left unpaid.